yesterday's race. It can get very, very interesting in the rain. We had great fun there, didn't we, T-Bag?
Yeah, it was fun. Well, I had a good race overall, just because of mistakes that happened.
Yeah.
And I just managed to capitalise by just being continuous on the race.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's just a matter of concentrating on your own race. You know.
Mr. Osso's in chat. Good evening. What's up, lad?
Yeah, there's Osso straight away. Won't be far before the ozone's in as well, I'm sure.
So we've got, what's the race going to be like? Dry, wet? What we got going?
That would be nice to know.
Yep, so this is fun. So we're at Imola. We got 19 turns, 10 left, 9 right. So 32 laps in total with qualifying at 4.9 kilometres. So it's quite interesting. I was looking earlier and and I'm on with Dan straight away.
Yep, that's who I was on with. I'm actually.
So DRS wide open. So he should be close to turn 1 here. Nicely does that as he makes his way down to Tamburello for 2, 3 and 4.
Trying to get to the top of the list, but every time I think I'm getting near the top of the list,
just stick with 1.
Yeah. That's
so I think he's. Oh, how did he not invalidate that? But anyway, as he comes down to Villeneuve, turn 5 and 6. Oh no, he's backed out, so that means that he has invalidated by the looks of it.
Well, I'm actually on board with JJ Lato, or Gelato as you like to call him.
Oh yes.
Because he's just coming up.
So I'm on with coal trim, so he's coming up to Piratella now, turn 9 and 10. As he's making his way down to Minerale 11, 12, then 13. Yeah, just eases off. Coast through there, full on the power through turn 13, takes that nicely. Could have been a bit more aggressive on that. But he's making his way up to turns 15 and 16. Cuts that nicely. Back on the power up. As he makes his way down to through 16. Then Ravazza, which will be 17 and 18. Takes the corner nicely there. Just avoids the tree trunks. Turn 19. DRS.
Oh, Jobo.
And Karim does a 129.
Wow.
Must have made a mistake there because he's 3 seconds off.
Yeah, not just that, but I mean, the top 4 are fairly close together, and then sort of Martin's a little bit behind that, and then Stevens a little bit behind that, Elite Hound, and then Cole's a little bit further back, like half a second. And then there was like 5 people that had invalidated or whatever, been disqualified or whatever as well. So that was.
So we got El Jobo and JJ Lato in second, Sims in third, Luckman 4th, Martin 5th, Hound 6th. That's good for him actually. Cole in 7th, Nerf Pack 8th, Nobody in 9th. Then we've got Osso Bosso in 10th, and then you've just got rounding it out. You've got Matey Boy, Reese, Jackie, Weatherman, and Dan.
All no times, and apparently there is a second comment. No voice audio. I wonder if I forgot to do something. Olga.
Is that voice audio for you or me?
No, I think it's probably for all. I'm just checking. I think I forgot to turn it on.
Oh.
I did a baby down. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to turn the audio on. I had it turned off last night for my own race, and the sight of Imola has brought back bad memories from last night, and I completely forgot to turn on the audio. Do apologise about that.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm glad Harrison picked up on it, because Osso's in there saying hello, and he didn't even bother to tell us. What we would like to know, Harry, and we did ask earlier, was if you guys can tell us what the weather's like before race start, if you have time.
And also, good evening, lad. Right, I've got the formation lap for the sprint race.
We did.
So, your teammate for F1 is P1?
Yeah, do you know something else that is quite interesting about this? Is if you're in pole position, you're on the left side, but you've got to turn just slightly to the right.
Yep.
Because if you go in a straight line, you're going straight off track. It is not fun.
It's quite funny actually. I was looking earlier, turns 2, 3, and 4 actually just used to be turn 2, and then 5 and 6 used to be 3. There was none of these chicanes in here because back in '94 you had Roland Ratzenberg, Art and Senna, who actually lost their lives here.
Yes, they did.
So they had to change it slightly to slow it down, but try and keep it exciting.
Oh, congratulations, Harry. Very good. Good job, mate. So he answered me about the weather, and he said, didn't even check, I think it's dry.
Evening, Jam Pot. How you doing, buddy?
What kind of driver doesn't check what the weather's going to be like? Only Harrison. And yeah, good evening, Jam Pot. Sorry, I did see that. I'm just abusing Harrison, because why not?
So what we've got to do tonight is, if we see any yellow flags, we won't automatically presume Luckman neither, as I did last week.
No, but it is kind of fun to think it's Luckman, because why not? He enjoys it. It amused the hell out of him the last time.
It did, yes.
It's quite unusual to see such a small grid as well. We've usually got, you know, a full grid, like there's no problem, but we're just a little bit short of drivers tonight. This. Which is a pity, because it's always more fun when there's more people to race. As everybody's just starting to follow themselves back into position now. Obviously AI controlled. Because the AI doesn't let us control this bit. The commentary team tonight is the two Collins. It's Mechanical and Teabag. Funny enough, we were very close to you in the race last night.
Oh mate, he was an absolute pain to race behind. But anyway, it's...
Luckily I was ahead of him.
13 laps of Imola for the sprint races. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, pulls, and it's off. And they all seem to get off really well there. Osso Bosso is taking off nicely. As they all come down to turn 1. Will they all get through Quilly? As Reese has dropped. Oh! So we've got Martin out already.
Oh, was that... That was a flying car.
Oh! And we've got another one as well. Who was that? I can't keep up with this. We've got someone in the wall.
I think...
That's Reese. No, that's Hound. Oh, such a good start as well. 5-second penalty for a collision.
On board with the car. Okay, so the car had green.
This is a
on it,
VSC.
The flying car might have been Dan. I think it might have been Dan, because it's the only car I can see out there with green on it. Or turquoise, whatever the hell.
That was Martin that was the flying car.
Was it?
He's out.
Yeah, no, this car wasn't out. It went back on track.
Oh, probably a glitch in the game as usual.
Mate, that wasn't a glitch in the game. Trust me, it was on the live stream. There was a flying car.
Torpedo.
It took torpedo to a whole new meaning.
As we got Osso in P1, he's 1.5 seconds ahead.
So, well, Osso does appear to be doing well. Now, I know that this isn't one of his favourite tracks.
As it is now, all go. So Luckman 2 tenths behind.
And I tell you what, Carl is very good around here. He was following me for the majority of last night's race, and I was struggling to keep him gapped in that range.
Yep.
So he's quite quick around here too.
There's Jackie. Oh, that's nobody going into the pits. Hound. Hound carries on.
Yeah.
I thought he had damage.
So let me just drop back on and just...
No, clearly not. As JJ has made a move on Carl.
Wing, so nobody extreme must have been involved in the early carnage at what was 2 and 3. Oh, look, a Playboy bunny on the inside of his rear wing. And yes, I did really just notice that.
So JJ's now up to P2 as he's made the move on Luckman. So that gap is 1.4 and it's creeping down. Now 1.3, 1.2. Gosh, Lato is flying here. Oh, as he goes well wide there. Oh no, that was also went wide. Because Lato's now within half a second. I'm wondering if there's an issue with Osso's car, because Unless it's just his setup. Sims has made a move on Nerf Pack.
Cole's dropped down a couple of places, and those two have kind of just fed into that gap.
Same as Jackie and Weatherman. Oh, someone's lost an end plate there.
Although Osso and JJ Lasso...
So they all go around turn 18.
Looking cars.
As JJ's going to make a move on...
JJ Lasso's going for that move.
Yep.
That should be job done as well.
Easily. As old Jobo, I know he got caught up in the action at the start.
Ooh.
He's back up to 4th.
Cdr is enabled. But of course,
Weatherman is past Nerf Pack.
Oh, that's a nice helicopter. So aside from the DRS, which these guys will be using, the rest of it is purely...
Oh, Jobo's had an issue here. It looked like someone came off track. Oh, that was a hound.
Not having a good night. He didn't have a great night last night.
He was having a good race, but then he got into a bit of a kerfuffle with someone.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Yeah, he did have a bit of a problem, and then I saw on the stream that he span out a few times after that. It kind of went a bit sideways for him there.
I'm wondering if Osso's got not the greatest setup for himself here, because Carl's now catching him up, but to be fair, Carl's quite quick anyway.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you know, Carl is pretty fast around here, and surprisingly, JJ Lasso and King Lookman have just gone.
Yeah, that's it.
No, will Lookman have DRS? He has, he's got DRS in.
But you got Lato setting the pace.
But he's
so
never going to be close enough to set and make a move here, unfortunately.
No, definitely not. Unfortunately, I've got a feeling the next lap he's going to break the DRS.
Yeah.
There's El Jobo and Sims. Oh, Dan just drives through.
Harry appears to have made a move or two as well. They're both come up the order.
Reese with the time penalty.
That is Cole facing the wrong way.
Oh, come on.
Pass, find a gap, there he is, he's got a gap, but Hound's going to pass now, and El Jobo's going to pass as well.
He's come off at Villeneuve.
That was unfortunate for him.
There we go.
He was actually having quite a good drive up to that point. And it looked like possibly he'd taken a little bit too much of the curb going into 5 and 6.
Luckman needs a good turn out of 14, 15, just keep within the DRS.
Yeah,
which he's just going to do. Just scraped it.
Ooh, I don't know.
We'll find out now.
Do you know what? Right, you wouldn't believe how close I was on that a few times myself.
No, he's got no DRS.
No, he must have been just outside the range. Yeah, I was really close a couple of times last night with Paranoid, and I was right on the edge of...
Oh, his Hound's come off the track. Oh, he drove on a bit quick there. That was a bit of a dangerous re-entry. Be careful. Alright, he ghosted, lucky enough.
No,
so, Osso Bosso... Oh, matey boy's had an issue there. Yep.
There.
So he's come off turns 2, 3 and 4. Oh, Cole dropped again. What's going on here? Oh, he's fighting with Hound, that's why.
Dan's trying to do a drive from the back in.
Oh, of course. But he's got to go up at... He's got, what, 6.5 seconds to catch up to P2. Once he gets the job done against Simps.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Ah, Zlakman's picked up a time penalty.
That won't have helped. I mean, Simps is... No, I don't think they didn't.
As El Jobo's getting through Nerf Pack.
Sorry, I'll just sorting out my iPad then. I appear to have just lost the stream then on my YouTube. It was just
you broke up slightly as well.
Yeah, I sorted it out anyway. Seems alright for now.
Dan, 2 attempts. He's going to make a move around the outside, is he?
No.
Oh, I thought better of that.
I am actually still on board with it. I was just looking at the penalties as well.
Oh, as he goes, oh, well wide there, but he gets the move done. Sims just pushing it a bit too much.
I was going to say Simpson's got 5 seconds, and then Reese and King Lutman have only got 3 apiece. So, realistically here, Dan's got to find...
As the old Jobo picks up the penalty.
About 3.5 seconds, and that'll be enough for him to take P2 away from King Lutman.
You know Dan though, he likes his F2s, he don't want that. As Weatherman Harry's making his way through, as also decides to cut the grass. Oh, runs well wide there.
Also cutting the grass.
Oh, Jackie's gone for a spin. Turn 12, and he's just lost. Oh, who's that? Matey boy joined him as well. 360 donut.
Yes.
This Nerf pack just drives for it. Hound getting past Jackie. Oh yeah, it's because of the spin.
Have a look at El Jobo. He's right on the back of Reese Pelly as well. So he'll have.
And they've both got 3 seconds.
Yeah, so it's got to be a move, or he ain't taking the place. So let's see if we can get away with it. There we go. We've got the DRS. So
yeah, that's job done.
Move easily down here.
Yep, straight on the inside.
Yeah.
As Dan picks up the time penalty.
Time penalty. To be fair, he did say to me when I talked to him about the track limits at this place that it is a place where people pick up penalties. I mean, how I survived last night with only 3 seconds of penalties. Every practice I've been in, I had between 12 and 15 seconds.
Well, it was irritating because I picked up 3 seconds on the last lap trying to push it.
Actually, you know what? I look back at that, and you had 3 seconds from about halfway into the race. I did. I look back at that because I was looking at something else and I noticed.
Ah, shows how much I was paying attention. Then I just looked up towards the end and I see the time penalty.
Yeah, I think it was around about 18 or something like that. Yeah, and the Jampot said penalties were mad yesterday. He somehow made it through without one. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I picked mine up while it was still dry. And I think I ran the limits a couple of times after that. But I was just surprised that I only had 3 seconds of penalties in comparison to what I'd been doing before. And as we're talking about, I'm also picked myself up 3 seconds as well. To join the rest of the boys with 3 seconds.
So penalties wise here, you've got Luckman on 3, Dan on 3, Simps on 8th. That's going to hurt him, to be fair. He's going to probably drop him to 6th. Osso's on 3, Jobo's on 3, Reese on 3, and then nobody at the back, unfortunately, is on 8.
So Dan's found around about a second here on Luckman, but Luckman's lost about a second and a half to JJ Lato as well.
Yeah.
So
Lato's got his groove on, he's just driving away.
Not getting any closer, yeah. So I think the best Dan can hope for here, besides a completely catastrophic failure for JJ Lato, is probably P2.
As we got Jackie all over the back of Hound. Also we got a ghosty cut. Oh, that's nobody. He's just letting everyone pass. Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
El Jobo making a move on Osso.
Turn my own master volume down. Sorry guys, I completely forgot about that as well. But it's done, so you should be able to hear a little bit better now, Jampot. You know when you think to yourself, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to do this before I start the stream, and then you completely forget the entirety of it. That's what I did.
Oh, 2x2 there with Jackie and Hound going into turn 17.
On the
Jackie
side,
takes the inside, nicely done.
On the plus side, these cars are quieter than the F1, so you can still hear us a little bit better than
And he's looking to make a move on Nerf Pack here. Nerf Pack ain't got DRS, that's the job done.
Yeah, and Hound's right behind that as well.
I don't think Hound's close enough, to be fair. Unless he
think
tries something crazy. No.
He had a look, but he didn't make it.
He just unsettled him, that was all.
JJ Lato's running 1-1 wings. That's why he's just driving off into the distance.
Jesus. 1-1 wings. Those matey boys had a bit of an accident there by the looks of it.
Saying that, in fairness, he did say that in the
he's missing part of his wing, matey boy.
In the Tier 1 race, I think he said he was running something crazy like 1.5 or something on his wings.
Yeah, that's right, because they were saying they could catch him up in between the corners, but on the straights they just didn't have a chance. He was mighty quick.
Ooh, that looked like Hound had only 3 wheels on the track then. Kind of the 4th one, his front right seemed to just lift off the ground a little bit on the entrance to 11 and 12 at Aquaminerale. See what else was happening.
You got Hound, he's just on the back of Nerf Pack, so he's going to get this move done probably on the DRS straight.
Nobody Extreme up to 11 seconds, and Matey Boys up to 3 as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what's going on. I actually just went away from Hound to see if there was anything else.
Well, you got Weatherman Harry is closing fast on Sims.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that. Just see if Hound can make this move. He should. I mean,
he's too far back. Oh, he's going to try it down the inside here. Oh,
should have made that move a lot sooner. I don't think he was in the.
Oh, matey boy's DNF'd. Oh no, he's retired. Sorry, he's gone into the pits and thought I've had enough.
Oh yeah, he has. Yeah, he's in the pits.
So you got Weatherman Harry half a second on the back of Simps. Yeah, if he can get this done quick, because at the moment he's absolutely flying. He could potentially catch Dania.
I just want to see if I can figure out who this flying car was on that one. Because I'm interested. I'm just scrolling back on the.
Simps has now got 11 seconds worth of penalties. That's going to drop him 7th potentially. Oh, what happened to? Oh, we've got an issue here. Carl and nope. There must have just been. Yeah. Carl's dropped down to 11, so he must have had an issue on the way.
I was right, it was down.
Oh, as Weatherman Harry's made the move on Simps just before turn 2.
I think he was, possibly squeezed into it. Quite hard to tell, really. There's so many cars coming through.
Oh, as Simps is coming back in through turn 5 and 6.
No, I'd love to see that from Dan's perspective, because that looked like he got squeezed into taking to the ear.
So Weatherman Harry's now got nearly 4 seconds to catch Dan.
And the Extremes just picked up 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane as well, so he's now up to 16 seconds.
I'm wondering if he's going to retire, to be fair. But then again, there's no point, because he'll still pick up some points.
Yeah, no,
he's retired in the pit.
I don't know why the guys do this, you know. If you're inside the top 15, you're scoring points, even if you're in last.
Whoa, Simps gets a little bit squirrely there out of turn 13. That cost him a bit there. No, I just missed it. But I caught Simps trying to go around the outside in turn 5, but Weatherman shut the door on him.
So with 2 laps to go, Dan's still got to find 3 seconds unless Luckman makes a mistake. And I know all about that before somebody says it.
So you've got El Jobo's closing in on Simps, but that's purely. Oh, so Hound's had an issue there.
Just seeing if he can make this.
So coming through turn 15 and 16, he's had an issue.
That was a really good line for it through 5 and 6, because that's quite easy to go wide on the exit.
So we've got Reese on the back of Osso now. And then we've got El Jobo 2 tenths behind Simps. No, Reese has dropped back a bit here.
You know what? Luckman's actually just kind of just.
Oh! Jobo and Simps have had her coming together.
Oh, yeah.
So he's lost an end plate as Osso and Reese are just going to drive straight past.
Just see if there's
that was coming out of turn 13. I think he was just a bit too
Yeah,
He had better
Simpson
traction
left
and
end plate,
yeah.
and El Jobo has lost his left end plate as well.
So I only caught just the part of it, so they must have had between 12.
Coulter says, shame I'm not in on this, gonna lose my P1 in the driver's standings, but I'll reclaim it next week.
Oh yes. So El Jobo's going around the... Oh no. He tried to make a move on Osso and backed out there. But these really don't want to be fighting that hard because they're just going to lose ground on simps.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
chill out, use each other to pull each other around. You're going to gain a position each extra anyway.
yeah, that's it. I mean, there's no point wrestling it out too hard. I mean, if you think you can make the pass safely without compromising either race, by all means try, but don't force it. You're going to pick the place anyway because Simpson's got a handful of penalties, shall we say.
So I know Dan's got a
a
3-second penalty, but he's going to have a 5 seconds on top of this as well for driving under the influence. As Osso's picked up another time penalty, and El Jobo's passed him, even with that wing damage. But Lato's just driven a brilliant clean race. Luckman's got the second, Dan's got third, Weatherman is fourth. It's interesting to see where... Oh, he's just got another 5 seconds, Simps. This is going to absolutely destroy his race.
Yeah.
But El Jobo picks up 6th.
Yeah.
Also 7th. Yeah, Simps is going to finish 8th.
Also 7th and Simps, it'll be 8th. Because Jackie's so far behind it.
Yeah.
Made a difference. 6.5 seconds too much luck. Nerfback, and then Carl, which is unfortunate because he actually started out really well at the beginning, and we have Elite Hound in what is last place there, which
picking up some points.
But the thing is, as we were saying a little bit
as
earlier,
Dan gets driver of the day on that one.
I'm not surprised because he started at the back.
Yeah, it just by how many passes you've made. Brilliant drive either way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, as we were saying before though, I don't know why the two guys who retired in the pit lane because they both would have picked up points.
That's what I mean. 1 point's a point.
You know, that few points that you threw away there, for 2 for P14, and I think it's 3 for P13, 3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah.
But those points that you threw away there, you might need at the end of the season to have a better position in the final standings. You know, it's crazy. Yep. To be honest, those.
But yeah, JJ running 1-1 wings.
Yeah, I highly doubt he's actually running 1-1. I'm pretty sure that was a joke there from Martin.
Probably isn't. If you run such low wings in the F1.
He did, in fairness, say to me that he does kind of regret having his wings that low because he did struggle for cornering pace.
Yeah.
So he definitely preferred kind of a more mid-ground setup, which is what most of us guys were running in the tier 2. So, but then saying that, the setups for these F2 cars are very, very different to those of the F1s.
Oh, massively. There's hardly anything to do on them.
No, not at all.
Because I had a few... Oh, that looks a bit cloudy there.
Yeah, I did think the clouds just looked a little bit dark as it loaded up.
We're going to have rain during this one?
Well, honestly, I don't know, because the best guesstimate we've had of weather so far was Harry saying I didn't really look, but I think it's dry.
Simps has left the session.
Before the feature race. That's not good. I don't know whether we can invite him back now because we're about to start. I think he has to wait until after the formation lap, doesn't he?
I'm not sure.
Unless something's changed and I'm not completely up to speed on it.
I'm going to ping him an invite anyway.
Okay. Ooh. So we've got 2 starting on the soft tyres and everyone else on the medium.
Right, let's bring everything up. So Martin and Hound are on the softs.
And poor Dan and Harry's got stops at the back again.
But as we see there, they was just able to drive through them.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 were pretty quick. It was just unfortunate that they invalidated on their road.
Be interesting to see into turn 1, you've got El Jobo and JJ. And we've got Luckman there with no issues during the sprint.
No, he actually had a good race. Sprint. Maybe it's just the maybe it's the F1 cars that he struggles with. Because I caught him facing the wrong way midway into the F1 race. Funny enough, it was just about as the rain came down, I was just coming in the pit, so it was lucky lad.
To be fair, everyone, as soon as that rain came, the track, I think it was Reggie that said it just turned to an ice skating rink.
It did. The thing is, I've noticed with this game is you don't know what you're going to get with the rain, because it could take a couple of laps before you need to start thinking about changing tyres.
It took half a lap.
And then there's other times where it takes less than a lap. Yeah, and I mean, last night it was, honestly. The engineer said to me, change of strategy, inters lap 12. And I'm like, okay, this is coming out of turn 7. It was starting to get wet, but not terribly wet. By the time I hit turn 12, as Reggie said, ice skating rink. Like, I struggled all the way to the end of the lap on those slicks, just trying to get there without crashing.
So I'm really not sure, because this is how cloudy it was sort of a lap or 2 before we started.
It was a lap or 2 beforehand, it was dirty and dark like this.
So is Martin and Hound going for speed here?
So the jam pot's just said...
only 15 minutes.
It will rain in 15 minutes, and then rain.
And they're off.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah.
So El Jobo's got a good start there, but no, JJ's just on him. Everyone's just nicely through here. Oh, Sims has dropped a couple there, but that's just probably just being cautious into turn 1. And there's no flying cars. Oh, someone's lost an end plate there.
Yeah. So, well, it's a lot cleaner than it was the first time, man. Let's just put it that way.
Jackie or nobody's actually bouncing, so that must be his connection. That's interesting.
No,
so he's got his wing. Oh, JJ's had an issue here with Osso, by the looks of it. I don't know.
Osso and JJ have just both dropped right to the back there.
So can JJ do a drive back with his negative wings? As Weatherman's up to 7th.
Yeah, he's lost about 3/4 of his wing there, Jackie. Sims isn't currently there, I don't think.
I think, Matey Boy's gone up 2 positions there by the looks of it.
Yeah, I was actually on board with him before when he did that, so I was just looking back at the car behind him.
So Simps has dropped to 11th. I'm wondering if he's got any damage, because no, it doesn't look like it.
Cole's trying to make some ground here on Hound as well.
Oh yeah, Hound up to 4. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Hound's had a really good, really quiet start there. He's on the faster tyres.
Oh, lost you again there.
The field ahead. Yeah, I was saying there's been a bit of a disaster from half the field ahead of him there. So, but he's kept it nice and clean and kept out of the way, and that's sometimes just all you need to do.
Oh gosh, yeah. But that's what I done last night. I was just consistent. Oh, I had to back off sort of the last 10 laps because I underfueled the car because of the rain. So if I didn't, I could potentially got P2. But is what it is. It's racing.
Yeah. Okay, I've just lost connection to the server. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
I think that's that's the YouTube. I've just had a problem with the YouTube.
Right. Well, I don't know if you can pass it on to her because on my YouTube it's still streaming.
No, it's stopped, mate. It's definitely stopped.
Right. Okay.
I'm just going to restart it now. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm still streaming on mine from the start, so when the game decides to wake up.
That, but for some reason my YouTube
Watch the language though.
no, I'm not saying I don't know why.
He'd done that earlier on as DRS is in there, but it's getting rather cloudy here. So Dan's on the back of Matey boy. He's going to make this. Mate, he's going very defensive. Is he going to try around the outside on this one? He is. He's going to try and go too wide. He's going to have these. Oh, as they both come together. They've both clanged wheels, and then that's just dropped him straight back. I think Dan was should have just eased out there. But it makes something exciting for us as Luckman is 4 tenths behind Martin. So go Luckman, probably means Martin's tyres are slowly dying off now.
Come on,
so keep an eye on this one, but you got Simps still in 11th.
I think it's back, and I do apologise for anyone that was watching that.
So Dan is over the back of Matey boy again. So you're going to make a move down the inside, the outside. Oh, through turn 11. That was ballsy. And just drives off.
Come on.
It's got Nerf pack as nobody picks up the first time penalty.
Yeah, so unfortunately my YouTube decided it wanted to crash the jam pot. Apologies, mate. It just went, no, server error and crashed. I don't know what it was doing. But it's back.
So Weatherman Harry is...
Way.
oh no, he's looking to make a move. He's all over the back of Hound here. He's just not giving him no breathing room whatsoever. No. As Hound goes defensive. But he'll want to get this move done rather soon, because it's just costing him time here.
Yep, so there was a slight issue there. So Jackie did hit just about at the end before it crashed.
Oh, it's going a bit screwed. As Weatherman's going to make a move here. No. It's going to be, your connection seems a bit...
I think I'm having problems with the connection tonight, which is really unusual because it usually runs perfectly fine and doesn't have any issues whatsoever. So I may have a problem with my.
As he just drives around the outside, I think just Hound just took too much curb and the car was uncomfortable there. Oh, as Hound goes well wide there. So we've got Reese on the back of Carl here. He's going to come down to turn 17, but then turn 18 he's going to have to DRS. So if he can get a clean exit here. But then you're going to have JJ on the back as well. So could this be a double overtake for the lads? Yep, Reese is going to... oh, Carl's defending that position. He ain't making it... didn't make it easy for him. As Simps makes a move on Nerf pack.
Yeah, I think I'm having a slight problem with my internet. I'm struggling to connect on my phone. Oh, this is the last thing I need. Why does it do it on... like, so... I normally have...
oh, Nerf pack is just doing 360s as he takes the DHL board out.
Yep. I just jumped on board with him as... and...
so his tyres are cooked. He moves out of the way there, that's alright. He needs a new wing now. Big chunk of it's missing.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. He's got a big chunk on his right side missing and his end plate off his left side as well, so...
as Martin picks up a time penalty, which is... ooh, we want to push a bit because King's still within that time. As JJ gets a move on his buddy Carl. And that's through turn 15, 16. But Carl's going to have DRS on him here.
No.
As Martin picks up the fastest lap in the dams.
Just jumped on board with Carl there and see if he can make this move.
He's too far back for it now.
Yeah, I think he is too far back. I was going to say, I don't know whether JJ Lato is going to have DRS on the restart ahead of him, but he wasn't quite close for a double DRS there.
Oh, so we've got some... Who was that? That was... I think that was Simps who actually spun.
Simps is in the pit.
No, I think he spun before that because it came up yellow sector. Then he's just dove in the pits to change his tyres. He's probably overcooked them. Or has he got wing damage? Yep, he needs a new nose.
I'm just getting on board with Hound at the minute because he's quite close to the back of...
He's lost a bit of time there. He was 8/10, he's now 1.2.
Very slightly wide coming through turn 10. And
we've got
through 12.
JJ's chopping time out of Reese here. He's now half a second. He's got a beautiful helicopter through turn 11.
I've just
turn 15, 6, he goes well wide there.
Yeah, I had helicopter view of Hound all the way from about turn 7 or 8, all the way through to about turn 13.
There's El Jobo. El Jobo's controlled this race from the start. I think he's just had a little battle with JJ, but...
Thing is, we're only a handful of laps in, so anything
yeah,
can happen.
as JJ's making the move on Reese. Cool, he dies over that line a bit quick under the braking zone. Don't want to be doing that. That can cause a whole world of trouble, especially as your teammates. Alright, probably shouldn't be calling that out on stream to be fair, but it is what it is.
I'm sure if you've done anything wrong. Oh! As Harry has a wobble. Coming through turn 7. Funny enough, that was exactly the same place as I binned it last night.
Yeah, yours was wet though, so you had an excuse.
Yeah, I was going to say in fairness, it was very, very wet when I did it.
There was puddles forming.
He got too much of the inside curb on turn 7. He obviously used it a little to rotate the car.
Bottle jump, Harry.
Yeah, everyone's been calling me that.
So JJ is just all over the back of Hound here, so he'll probably hold back for the DRS. Oh no, gosh. Don't try and make a move here, surely.
I was going to say, there's no point making a move here when you're just going to get an easy DRS pass in a couple of turns.
That's right. Tell you what, Dan's having a bit of a quiet race since he had that issue with Matey Boy. He sort of stayed really where he is and picking up bits and pieces as and when he can. As JJ's going to make a move on the outside easily. Hound doesn't give him any trouble at all.
Nah, there was no point. Hound's tyre probably starting to get towards the point of light wheeling.
For some reason, I thought you was going to say what I thought you was going to say. His tyres, then you paused.
Yeah, I was trying to think how to word it because obviously this is F2s, not F1, so I can't exactly compare them. But with the F1s, the life of the tyres is roughly around 10 or 12 laps, depending on circuit and stuff like that. So he could be finding that his tyres are just starting to get a bit warm.
Yeah.
It'll also depend on tyre pressures and stuff like that. You know, I mean, I made adjustments to my tyre pressures myself just to kind of late yesterday before the race, so as I could try.
Oh, as I said, that Dan makes a move on Carl. Oh, hold on, no, Carl's had an issue here. Ah, there we go. So through turn 12, he's just he's dropped it.
Another place as well, yeah. But his car looks okay. He doesn't look like he's picked up any damage or anything.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Martin's gone into the pits, that's why.
He may have... No, he's not. He's dropped way back. He was really slow there. I thought he was going to be closer to Matey Boy to pick up his DRS and take his place there. Right.
So what's Martin going on to? Mediums.
I was just going to say mediums is going on because we're yellow. And Matey Boy is on the pit, so that seems quite early to be coming off.
That's... But then again, if his tyre wears that high, he's going onto the chassis.
He's taking a wing as well.
Yeah.
That explains it. I was going to say unless he's taking a wing.
See, this is Dan just doing Dan. He's now up to 7th just because of pits and issues. Just drive through it.
But that's the thing, he's also got to take a stop himself yet as well.
Oh, of course, but he's going to be on the softs, so he'll be quite fast at the end.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But you got El Jobo's about to probably be 9 laps on those, and he's still setting fast times on them, considering they're 8 laps in.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if those mediums are anything like the F1 counterparts, you could run them start to finish in this race, no problem. You know?
Who was that? That was Hound going well wide. So we've got Reese here, he's going to have the DRS on Hound. Oh, Jackie's out. He's learned that.
Yeah.
2, 3. He's lost that on turn 6.
Yep. That is exit of 6.
As we've got a full safety car.
5
Oh.
seconds speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, look at that. Luckman he's coming out the pits now. He's had his...
Yeah,
Stop.
and everybody except for Jobo has dived in for tyres. I feel
Jobo
like that might have been
just
Jobo
missed
had
it.
already passed it. Yeah, before he'd passed the pit entrance before he had.
So Dan jumps in for a set of softs. 8 laps on these. As Sims gets a 3-second time penalty.
Jobo's race now, because if he comes in whilst the safety car's out but on his next lap, he could be looking at a time loss. Potentially. Yeah, six him up.
Has he catch the safety car yet? No, safety car's sitting way round the end of turn 1, so...
That means El Jobo, he might be looking, because he's not been stuck behind the safety car bunching everyone up.
He's going to get out in time.
Possibly be able to get into the pit and back out again if his delta hasn't compromised him too much.
I don't think it would have, because they've all been running at the same delta, to be fair. And he's going to have a lap fresher tyres as well. Ah, El Jobo just picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding.
Yeah. You've got to get down fast enough for your speed there. Really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, the F2 car's brakes are awful, because I've done a few laps in them. He's got... Jesus! That's with Simps.
That's done him, that has now.
Where is... So Luckman is coming round turns 17 and 18 now.
Just exiting. He might get out ahead still.
Oh, I don't know, you know.
No, I think he'll get out ahead. I mean, it's going to be close.
Yeah, no, he's going to be fine.
Depends on whether Luckman's been held back by the Delta or not, because this is going to be really close. There's Luckman. Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, he's just made it.
Yeah, he's just snuck out ahead.
You know, wow, Luckman was hammering that.
If I'd have been hammering it too. In an F1 car, I would have had ERS on as well, just to try and get out ahead.
Yeah, but then again, it wouldn't be a 45-second stop.
No. That was very close. I'm quite surprised he still snuck out ahead, but now, once his safety car's gone...
They're only going to have like 4 laps left.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the car's not still on track. So, it's all about when they can bring all these cars back together again. So we've got
not being funny, you've got some of them that are like...
the last guy, and he's almost 3/4 of a lap down here. And this is the safety car's first lap.
Yeah, so potentially lap 14 we may see it go in. Yeah, so it says Simps is 2 minutes down. So he's been lapped already.
Yeah, so these are the lap.
You're breaking up again.
If not before, by the end of lap 13, beginning of 14. So we should have 4, 5 laps, and he's got to find 5 seconds that he cost himself by speeding in the pit lane. Which, in fairness, looking at it now, if he hadn't been speeding in the pit lane, he may have lost the position to Luckman anyway. Yeah. That's how close it was. think I may need to reboot my internet at some point tonight.
Yeah, I'd get it done before if you got any races this week.
Yeah, I've got a couple of things on this week. So
yeah, every now and again you keep dropping out.
We are looking around about half a lap between the guys now. So the safety car's just coming through 5 and 6 as Simps has just come out of the chicane at the far end of the track. So that's 14, 15.
Yep.
And he's now headed through 17 and 18, the two left-handers, as they're coming around 7. So they are catching up. But the thing is, no matter how fast Simpson wants to go, he can't go any faster than the guy in front of him.
Nah.
Some significant penalties going to play into this as well. Osso's got 8 seconds, Simpson's got 8 seconds, nobody's got 11 seconds. JJ and Eljo both got 5 seconds.
Oh, as nobody's just lost it and slammed it into the wall.
That is not good. But at least that now, if he was travelling slower than Simps, he will release Simps to try and catch up to the pack.
Literally just turned it on as he's going for it.
That's unfortunate now, because it means whether we were going to get another lap or not, we definitely are now.
Yeah, he's going to have to go into the pits, that's it.
I think we were going to get another lap anyway, to be honest with you. With
yeah, that's right. He's going to go the full 3 laps because the amount of people that were behind.
You catch up. Now, kind of the safety car's just going to ignore him anyway, so it would have been out for the 3rd lap anyway. But it just means now that nobody has no chance at all whatsoever of actually catching back up.
Now, what's a shame about this race is King Luckman has got a massive chance here of taking P1. But El Jobo's going to have to push hard.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Martin's going to be in trouble as well.
5 seconds inside of about 4 laps.
Yeah, Martin's on the mediums. He's going to be in a bit of spot of bother here.
5 seconds, 5 laps. That's what he needs to do.
So we'll find out if it's coming in this lap.
It should be.
As Simps is backing off. Don't know what that's about. He's driving rather slow.
I can't see why.
I mean, yeah, he's now 6.5 seconds. He's just...
But it makes no difference because the safety car's going to come in. It's been out for 3 laps.
Yeah, it's in this lap. I'm just trying to...
Like as much as he likes off the back of the pack, it's not going to make any difference because, like I said, it's been out there 3 laps, so it's going to come in. So now Jobo's going to get his safety car restart.
Yeah, he'll just back the pack up.
Yeah, he's backed him up straight away out of the chicane.
Well, not that much though.
17, 18. See, I would have been backing him up a bit more than that.
So he should just drop the hammer now, which he does.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he hasn't...
Yeah, Luckman's kept with him here.
No, he's definitely not got away at all.
Luckman might even get a move done. No. Oh, I think Martin's going to make a move here on Luckman. Round the outside. No. Oh, they go too wide through there. Oh, JJ's made the move stick. That's put him up to 3rd, but again, he's got 5 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, and all being that nothing goes wrong between now and the end of the race, we should, well, in the next few laps, we should have 2 laps of DRS being activated again as well, which will be laps 17 and 18. Somebody was off a bit wide in the background there.
Dan's making a move on the inside of Harry there.
Yeah, I think Harry was just a touch wide.
Through turn 10. Whoa!
Oh! Oh,
Hound's
that was
just
Hound.
Hound's out.
Yeah.
I just caught it. I was on board with Dan. All of a sudden, I just see a car turn right.
Yeah. I was on board with Dan. Wicked helicopter view. And just after I got on board with him, boom, this car comes left to right across the track and launches into the wall. Brilliant view.
Harry's going to try and make a move here on Dan through the inside of turn 17. Ah, he won't be making anything. Oh, mate.
That was quite spectacular there from Stephen. And we could say, just to keep quoting Stephen and his theme for the weekend, that was like a bat out of hell.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm guessing he just lost his back end jam pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably too much power.
Yeah. Got a bit hot out of 12. Maybe had a bit of a wobble of his tail into sort of 13, and it was sayonara. Gone. See you later. There's no catching that.
Nope. We got Jobo's 2.7, 2.5. Are we going to get DR? We're probably going to get DRS on the last lap.
No, we should get it on lap 17, end of 16, beginning of 17. So, although there's a VSC doesn't count. It just temporarily deactivates DRS for that, so it does count towards the 3 laps.
And we're back to racing.
Yeah, and we are round racing again. Yeah, so it should be around.
As Dan picks up a time penalty. Oh, that's going to hurt him. That's going to drop him back down by the end.
Oh, that was a big tail step out there from El Jobo. That will not help. But he has managed to maintain his gap, so he's still got another 2.2 seconds he needs to find to offset his own penalty.
He's also going to have to contend with JJ's won't matter anyway.
JJ won't matter because he's got the same penalties, he's not relevant at this point. Although Martin would be if he was to make enough room to. And it did just say DRS is enabled. I was expecting us to move in one more lap of it before it was enabled. But of course, even if you've got it on this lap, it's not going to be active on this lap because the detection zone is before it tells you it's
also, oh!
I was going backwards. What happened there?
I think he had contact with someone. Yeah, I see 2 parts of a wing flying there.
Well, as I jumped on board, Nerfpack was passing him, but I don't know what happened.
There's Matey and Osso having a little scrap here, but...
They're teammates. Why are they scrapping?
I don't know, but Simps is going to end up driving through both of them.
Or I'm assuming they're teammates because they both look like...
No, they're not.
Ah, well in that case, scrap away.
Yeah, there we go. Sims has just gone straight past Osso. Straight onto the back of Matey boy.
To be fair, Osso, there was no point putting up a fight with it really. He's got 11 seconds anyway.
So we got 2 laps. King Luckman just needs to push here.
While we've been distracted though, El Jobo's moved up to 4.3 second gap.
Yep, with 2 laps to go.
Cdr Lato is all over the back of Luckman as well. El Jobo, yeah, there you go, that's setting a lot.
Oh, someone's had a...
let's see the gap to the leader because that's what I wanted to see. As JJ Lato's made his move.
As nobody's come off.
I mean, JJ Lato's made the move, but all it's going to realistically do is just hold Luckman back for El Jobo. So, because JJ Lato's not going to keep this position because of his penalty.
So, oh, Matey boy and Simps going 2 wide through 5 and 6.
You can't have car behind him, it's also. So King Luckman is now 5.2 seconds.
Matey boy's going to try and go. Oh, wheel banging! He's just slammed Sims into the wall. Well, not literally slammed him.
Well, he's lost half of his wing there since.
Yeah, they just bounced off of each other, and Sims unfortunately came off worse. I caught that on the helicopter as well. Yeah, so I got Weatherman 2 tenths behind Dan. Oh, as Reese has just, as he just slammed into the back of Dan there.
That's really not good. sure Dan doesn't appreciate being rammed. Sims picks up another penalty, so now he's up to 11 seconds.
But then again, he's got no wing, so nothing he can do about that.
So as it stands, El Jobo is going to keep his lead because...
Yep, then Luckman's going to take P2 as well.
Yeah,
as long as he can keep it clean.
Yeah,
oh, Dan's gone up to 4th.
I was just going to say Dan's made a move as well. But yeah, Luckman will take P2 because of JJ Lato's penalty. But Luckman is 5.5 seconds behind the leader, so the leader is safe with only a 5-second penalty.
So that's 2 in 2 there for Luckman. Also, Sims, he's retired in the pits. He's had enough. But again, he's lost out on points.
Again, he's let off he could, he could have just stayed down boost to the finish.
Sorry, you broke up there. I didn't hear a word you said there. And I think the stream's going down. No, it's there.
Hopefully, if it does, it'll hold on for another half a lap. No, I was saying that I don't know why I would have just carried on and just accepted the broken wing for the lap.
He would have got 12th.
Yeah, I mean, he would have got 12th. Worst case scenario, 13th if he chose to pit or he lost too much time.
As I say, Bottles now up to 14 seconds.
It still would have been a few points, 3 or 4 points on the cards there.
I'll tell you what though, JJ out of 3 laps has reduced that 5 seconds to basically 2.
Yeah, you know
and he just picks up another.
Going to win because El Jobo must have made a mistake.
Yep, and someone lost the wing there on the straight as Dan picks up the fastest lap, so he'll get an extra point out of that. Luckman's got P1.
Did I just say that? I said El Jobo's made a mistake somewhere on that last bit of track that we were talking about Sims, and whilst he's made that mistake, that's allowed Luckman and JJ Lato to catch up, but because JJ Lato had got a penalty, he stays behind El Jobo, but Luckman takes the win.
As Dan picks up driver of the day again.
And I am getting internet connection quality struggle as well there.
Yeah, so you probably cut off because I didn't hear you, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, I'm going to have to end the stream. I'm just going to kind of try and let the guys have their moment in the glory lot. We'll talk about driver of the day afterwards, because unfortunately I appear to be having a bit of an issue with my internet tonight.
Right, that's fine. Well, I'm just going to I've skipped forward. So you've got King Luckman P1, El Jobo P2, Weatherman Harry P3, Dan picked up P4, JJ picks up 5th, Reese 6th, Martin 7th, Matey Boy 8th, Nerf Pack 9th, Osso in 10th, Cole takes 11th, then you've got Simpson 12, nobody picks up the final points on 13th, but then you've got Hound DNF, Jackie DNF, that's it. Hold on, it's showing Simpson 12th, he actually retired in pits.
Yeah, it shows him in 12th, but he was a retirement from the race.
Yeah, so that's what I thought.
Only down to... well, actually, it will be P11 and then P13 because P12 would retired in the pits. But that is something for the guy to sort out when they do the standings.
But yeah, that's the F2 race finished now. So the next time you'll see or hear from any of us will be Friday when we race at Brazil. So you'll have Tier 1 and Tier 2 on Friday, then Sunday will be Tier 3, and then you'll have us back again a week today for the F2. But other than that, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.